Sports and Songs podcast. We're on season 5, episode number 25. Tonight's the songs edition, Andy. It's April 25th, and we got another focus. We got another what we call a focus episode. Not an album, not a band, but an artist, right?
Artists who will cover all their bands they've been in and stuff like that. So
tonight
we're having fun with it here.
Here we go. I'll bring it up. This is a good one. Here we go.
This is all the show. This is my man crush. This is my baby.
This is your man crush. Here we go. Who is it now?
Those eyes.
Who is it?
Jack Martin Blades, born April 24th.
Blades.
There he is.
Okay.
Born April 24th. Again, happy birthday. Belated birthday to you, Mr. Blades.
Yes.
American rock musician. He has worked with bands like Rubicon, Night Ranger, where he was the bassist and lead vocalist.
Okay.
Damn Yankees. He was one of the founding members there. Shaw Blades. He did some solo stuff there. And TMG, the Tak Musunuto group, Japanese band. This is his most recent efforts. He's done some solo albums along with Revolution Saints, which he's been a member of until 2022. Here we go. Personal life. Born in Palm Desert, California, Blades started playing guitar at 8 years old when his parents gave him a plastic ukulele. That's usually how most of us start.
Perfect. That is, I did not
ukulele at 8. That's about where we start.
That's perfect.
He attended high school in Scottsdale, Arizona, 68, 69, and then graduated from Indo High School in 1972. There, he was senior class president. While attending the college in the desert in Palm Desert, he met and jammed with Pat Rizzo, and then the sax player for Sly and the Family Stone.
Oh, my goodness.
Who introduced him to Jerry Martini, the original sax player for Slay. Blades went to college at San Diego State University. He was pre-med. He dropped out in 75.
Is that for real? For real?
Yeah. Do I lie to you? We are here to educate, Dan.
That I didn't even know. I love it.
He dropped out in 75, moved to Frisco. Martini and Blades, as well as Brad Gillis, formed the band Rubicon. One of Blades' sons, Colin, has co-written and produced and performed songs with them, and has also released his own solo material. Blades has another son named James, who's not musically involved. Blades has released 2 solo albums and has written or co-written songs for Aerosmith, Cher, Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, Roger Daltrey, and other artists. Blades has also produced or co-produced albums for Night Ranger, Shaw Blades, and several other artists, including Great White, Ted Nugent, Samantha Seven, among others, which I'm not familiar with Samantha Seven.
Okay.
He's appeared with Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood album, which was released in 89 and 90. He co-wrote Aerosmith songs with Steven Tyler and Joe Perry and Tommy Shaw. He's worked with Ringo Starr on Starr's VH1 Storytellers with Joe Walsh also. Okay, here we go. Whoops, wrong button. There you go, Rubicon. Look at him in the front there with those glasses and that suit vest on.
Wow, this is old school right there.
Now, not many times I could say this. In that picture of him, I got bigger arms than him.
Oh, yes.
I can't say that about many people, but I got bigger arms. Yeah.
He's a junior high student, it looks like, in the elementary school.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this the junior high dance? Brad Gillis showing a little that chest hair he had going there. Check out the stash on the guy at the end there. Nice lid.
It is nice.
Okay, former Sly and Family Stone saxophonist Jerry Martini formed a funk band Rubicon with Blades as bass player and featured fellow Night Ranger member Brad Gillis on guitar. The band recorded 2 albums. They had one hit single entitled I'm Gonna Take Care of Everything. They played Cal Jam 2, held in Ontario Motor Speedway in California, before 250,000 people. They broke up in 79. Blades formed a short-lived band, Stereo, with Gillis and drummer Kelly Keegan, and later of whom joined as touring drummer for Rubicon. After that, Night Ranger. Does that scream the 80s right there or what?
Lovely. The hair. Look at that wind tunnel tested hairdo.
Yes. The No sleeves, but he's got the bandana on the arm there for the one guy. That's in the 80s right there.
This is a tremendous photo. This is like one of those awkward family photos from the 80s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And photo.
I can't name names, but I'll guarantee at least 2 girls in my high school or junior high class had that poster.
Okay.
Blade's roommate at the beginning of the 80s was Alan Fizz Fitzgerald, bass player for Montrose and Gamma, and keyboard player for Sammy Hagar. He suggested that they form a band. Fizz knew another guitar player in Sacramento, Jeff Watson, along with guitarists Gillis and Keegi, and Ranger was formed in 1980. The band recorded demos and played shows around the Bay Area for 2 years. They were signed by Boardwalk Records and released their first album, Dawn Patrol, in 1982. Great album. Go get Spotify.
Okay, I've never listened to that.
Dawn Patrol, D-A-W-N, Dawn Patrol.
Instead of Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol. Okay.
Dawn Patrol was their first one, yep. Prior to its release, it was discovered that there was a country band by the name The Rangers. Blades had written the song Night Ranger for the album, so the band changed their name to Night Ranger to avoid potential problems. Night Ranger went on through the 80s, releasing albums that sold by the millions, as well as several hits. The band toured consistently, both in the U.S. and in Japan, where they continue to be popular today. In 1989, Blades left Night Ranger and formed Damn Yankees. Blades reformed Night Ranger with the original members in 96. They recorded 3 albums, Neverland in 97, 7 in 98, and Hole in the Sun in 2008. Night Ranger continues to tour today.
Yeah, you'll see those guys on the the casino circuit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They're doing pretty well there. All right, here we go. Damn Yankees. There they are. There's some more nice hair there, all 3 of them.
Great flow.
Michael Cotelli on the far left, Tommy Shaw, Jack Blades, and of course, Uncle Ted at the end.
Ted Nugent.
In 1989, Damn Yankees was co-founded by Blades, Nugent, and Styx guitarist Tommy Shaw. The band had a multi-platinum success with 2 albums, Damn Yankees, Don't Tread, and a gold selling single, High Enough. They recorded and toured nonstop for 4 years. In 86, Ted Nugent left the band to revive his solo career. Blades and bandmate Tommy Shaw continued to produce music as Shaw Blades. Now, let me stop right there. Their drummer, Michael, was the drummer on the first Shaw Blades album.
He was.
I respect them for not replacing Ted and still calling it Damn Yankees. Okay. So basically, 3 out of 4 were Damn Yankees, but they changed the name.
Okay.
I kind of respect that. Although they have not released any new music since 1992 and have made appearances throughout the 2000s on stage, the band is considered to be on hiatus, but has met multiple times and written over the years. Now, also, that the drummer there, Michael, he's now the drummer for Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Okay.
So drumming now for Lynyrd Skynyrd, playing with Ted Nugent. The stories that man has heard.
Oh, I could imagine you could sit down
on the tour bus. I could just, oh my God.
In his ear for a night and hear some real good stuff.
Book he can write. Things I heard on the tour bus.
Yes.
All right, Shaw Blades. After Damn Yankees decided to take a break in 84, Blades and Shaw decided to record together under the name Shaw Blades. They wrote and recorded their first album together. That's not it. Which was released in 85. And in 2007, they released Influence, which is a collection of cover songs. This album I have heard. It's cover songs from end to end.
Okay.
So if you just want to hear 2 great musicians jamming to other songs, this is a good one. You're going to sing along to it.
Good stuff. It's kind of like when Tesla did their reel-to-reel covers.
Yep.
Good stuff. Easy listening.
Yep. Good listen. Good driving music. Good stuff to go there. So there's that one. Then there's the album cover 2 for TMG. It was called Tak Masanusu Group. In 2004, Blaze recorded an album and toured Japan with TMG, formed by guitarist Tak Matsuso of the Japanese band BZ, which B capital B apostrophe Z, BZ.
Okay. I see.
And that's your homework. Look them up later.
Okay.
TMG scored a top 10 single, Oh Japan, Our Time Is Now, and a #1 album, TMG won on the domestic charts. With TMG, Blades performed Never Goodbye and ended credits theme for the 2004 film Ultraman. The song appears on the 2005 soundtrack album for the movie and on TMG 1. On February 28th, 2024, in an interview with Rock Pages, Blades revealed that the band would be reforming. A week later, on March 8th, the band officially announced its reformation, with a second album and a nationwide tour in the works. Now, he's done some solo stuff. He's had a solo in 2004. Rock and Roll Ride was the second album in 2012. Then he was in Revolutionary Saints. I don't have a picture for that. Oh, there we go. Revolutionary Saints.
Okay.
In 2014, with Dean Castellino, the drummer from Journey, Doug Ulrich of Whitesnake. So there's again great stories right there.
Oh my gosh.
They're out 3 albums: Revolutionary Saints, Light in the Dark, and Rise. But he left in 2022 along with Ulrich. He's currently doing other material. Some other people he's recorded with. Let's see, do I have that list here? California Jam. Okay, the Teacher soundtrack, 16 Candles soundtrack. Bathead Soup, a tribute to Ozzy, A Rock and Roll Christmas, Out of Bounds soundtrack, Secret to My Success, Nowhere to Run, Nothing But Trouble, Tommy Boy, and Ultraman. Now, in Secret to My Success, there's a Night Ranger song in that movie, The Secret to My Success.
Okay.
And if you watch the video and you watch a clip real quick, you hear a horn section instrument playing. And I think we've talked about this in the past. That horn section in the video, anyway, is 3 guys that would be a great to have dinner with: Vince Neil, Tommy Lee, and Weird Al Yankovic.
Are you kidding me? Those are the 3?
Those are the 3 from that video. That you just can't make that stuff up.
Oh my goodness.
You can't make that up. That's got to be real. But as you know, if you follow the show, Jack Blades is my man crush. Even with his now a 6 head up there, the hair receding, that's okay, Jackie. If you just want to listen to good music, the Shaw Blades stuff is just fun to listen to. Any of his stuff I just really enjoy a lot. He's be one of those guys who can be just playing forever until his fingers fall off, and then he'll sing.
Yeah, and once again, it's the networking that these musicians over the years end up intertwined with all these other bands and studios and musicians and producers. They all get to know each other, and this guy has been around the block. Not the name that a typical person on the street would say, oh, yes, that's a big name. But if you're in the music industry, everybody knows this fella.
Well, and the thing is you think of Night Ranger back when we were in junior high and high school.
Yes.
They mostly had the ballads that came out, the little poppy songs that came out. Listen to the rest of the albums. How do you think you got to work with Ted Nugent and Tommy Shaw and the guys from Journey and Whitesnake? I heard an interview with Jack Blades a while ago, and he was saying how basically they could do the 80s bubblegum cruise ships. They could do the hard rock cruise ships. Night Rangers fits in all those categories.
Yep.
So he's toured with a lot. That's what's helped them a lot, too. They didn't pigeon themselves as a hard rock band or a hair band or a ballad band or an arena rock band.
Or a glam.
They got songs that fit into those categories. Yep. So if you're like me, who just like rock and roll, Night Rangers, Dawn Patrol, just any Night Ranger stuff, Shaw Blades, Damn Yank, they're all great albums. That's what I got.
Great rock band, great connections, great names. And like I said, he's been around the block all since getting that plastic ukulele.
Yes. Like I said, isn't that how we all started, though?
Now, and once again, please leave your comments and things below. I'm going to talk about some upcoming news here.
Ooh, I knew you'd pick this one.
Now, Andy, we're both fans of the late Eric Carr. Here is an album called Unfinished Business. Now, This is give us your best analysis of this. Is just some footage, some demos.
I think it's the stuff that was in the vault, if you will. That I know on their one album they had Car Jam 2000 came on the Revenge. Okay. I think it's other things like that, just jams with him on there, which he was very talented. Cancer took him. If you watch the video for God Gave Rock and Roll to You, he insisted on being in that video. He was dying. Cancer was winning at the time. And Paul Stanley said, if you watch the video, and if you don't have to be a video expert to see this, but you take the time to watch it, when they show his drum parts, you can tell they've had to speed it up or slow it down because he just couldn't keep up.
Okay.
But to make it look like he was matching the music, some parts are sped up, some are slowing down. But he had to be there. He wanted to be there. Guys like that are few and far between, especially nowadays in music. You would not find.
This was a good guy. Now, for those not familiar, Eric Carr was the second drummer for the band Kiss after Peter Criss. But Eric Carr was known as the great personality, the jokester, he's doing the pranks, getting everyone to laugh. Really good, great personality guy. And the album here, and I looked today, Andy, there's also some interviews, non-musical stuff, some interviews. Yep. Bill O'Coin. There's some very good things on this. This is a good, worthwhile thing to pick up. But they made it look like the Creatures of the Night album's kind of a front here.
And nothing against Matt Singer, the drummer who replaced him.
Eric Singer, yep.
Or Eric Singer, replaced him. And Bruce Kulick. I got nothing against those two. I love them both. I think if Eric Carr would still have been alive, not had the whole cancer issue, I really want to know if the original Kiss would have got back together.
That's a good.
Eric Singer he was new to the band for the Revenge album, and that was really it. So there was no real tie with him. Bruce had been there 10, 12 years. And Gene has always said he felt uncomfortable with the paint off.
Yep, correct.
He didn't know how to act. With that said, here's a chance to get the original band back together. Gene can go back behind paint. I don't know, though. I think if Eric Carr was still alive, I'd want to know if they would have still made that move or not.
Yeah, it's interesting. Their drummers, once again, were Peter Criss, Eric Carr, and Eric Singer. Those are the only three drummers ever in the longevity of the band Kiss for over 50 years. Eric Carr is another guy that could tell you stories, I am sure, that would blow our mind. Now, he died, but this is very good. Lots of stuff on this package, also including if you push your finger on this LP in between both of his eyes there on his nose, the eyes flash on and off if you touch it. It's so there's something battered. There's a battery in there.
Yes,
I saw a video on this, and it's very, very interesting. But if you want to add it to your Kiss collection, this would be a good thing to get. Some old, the interviews I'm sure would be very worthwhile to listen to.
Yeah, because really, once they got the original band back together, I really kind of lost interest in the band.
Yeah, same here.
So I really, after the Revenge album, I kind of lost interest. So that would be good for me.
A lot of people fell off. So this would become more of our old school stuff. Now, this next slide is the inductees to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, look at some of these names. They had all the nominees out there. Here are the winners. Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Cher, Ozzy, and MC5 from Detroit.
Yeah. Now, I know Foreigner did interviews I've heard in the last couple of years how they said they'd never get in. There was bad headbutting and everything else. But I also saw an interview this week. Lou Gramm and Mick Jones, the two head guys from Foreigner, have not spoken in years. Just bad issues, this and that. Said they're willing to get back together and talk for this event. Yeah,
here it is. Now check out this image.
Yeah, Lou Gramm's had some brain. I don't know if he had brain cancer, brain aneurysm, but he's still singing. Don't get me wrong, but his health has changed a lot because of that.
Okay,
but yeah. So kind of the Eagles' Hell Froze Over album, stuff like that. I think these guys want to get enough worked out so they can at least not look uncomfortable at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, and I think the goal here is if you could be cordial, it's fine. You don't have to become best friends. No one's asking for that. But now check this out here. Motley Crue The new album, they must be looking for cash, Andy, because they're pre-saved now by pre-ordering the album. Is that a ruse that bands use to try to get some money up front, or is that more of just to test the market? How many people are interested in that?
I think it's a test market to go, okay, do pre-sale now, because a lot of them, I think, don't want to print albums because you make more money online.
Okay.
Print it out, it doesn't sell, you're stuck. So if they pre-sale, hypothetically, we get 1 million orders for pre-sale. All right, well, then let's make 3 million albums.
Yeah. You know, it's going to be a percentage, some kind of ratio they must have built in that whatever interest there is for the pre-sale. Of course, the other way is true also. If there's nothing, if there's zero interest, no one's pre-sale, there's your answer right there.
And also you could say, hey, 1 million pre-sale, we're only going to make 3 million. So, we could charge more for it because there's only 3 million made.
Yeah, it's kind of a test, kind of a beta test.
Yep.
There on the marketing side. Now, Sunflower Fox and the Chicken Leg, I went out there. You know, they're big on Spotify. It's a local band here doing all original music. The nominations for the awards, the ISSA awards, end at the end of the month here, at the end of April. So there's still nominations for that. You can vote for Katie Hart, female vocalist of the year. Also the band themselves and the upcoming emerging vocalist. Katie's out there nominated for a bunch of things. You can go out there and vote. That's for free. You can do that. They got a bunch of stuff out there. Trace Adkins.
The show.
Yes.
On the show. Go back and find in our history and look at that interview.
Very good interview with that band. Now, they've announced a St. Croix Casino at Turtle Lake Friday, August 23rd. Gates open at 6, showtime at 7. With the Shalo Lee Band, Trace Adkins.
Local band. She's from just out here in the Watertown area.
Okay.
And Trace Adkins, Lisa in the Commissary.
Yeah.
He's number 1, 3, and 4 on her laminated 5.
Oh.
He could sit there and read the phone book and she'd watch it. So
okay. So take note, ladies. Take a 60.
Gals like his deep voice and stuff.
It's a Friday night show. You know, you gotta love it. $75 day of show. Get your tickets ahead of time. Save yourself 15.
Yep.
Bucks. Now look at this. Scott Weiland's son finishes and releases the father's unreleased. What do you know about this? I haven't been following this.
I saw the article. I've got it printed to read later. I am very interested in this. I don't think it's a cash grab by a record company going, hey, this kid can't sing a lick, but he'll go off the old man's name. I think out of respect for the old man, the kid's got to have a little bit of talent to make this pull off.
That's an interesting story nonetheless. And I think that is what I've got.
That is all we got, man.
So the inductees are in the new Hall of Fame. Inductees. So congratulations to them. If there's anything else then we're missing, and leave the comments down below. Feel free to comment on that for the music show. Also,
back to the regular album format review next week. And we'll mix it up a little bit here and there, some stuff.
Should be fun. We've got some good things lined up. I just did a little homework this afternoon on some upcoming album reviews we got in the hopper for the future. So
yes,
should be good. All right, that's all we got for this week. Enjoy your week and talk to you next time.
Bye.
All right. So what's her name again? Christine.